Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Which Spec is Better. Now this episode will be devoted to sages and sorcerers. Many times when you go on a forum you see these long debates. Oh, this spec is better, no this spec is better. I'm going to be reviewing three main specs. The balance spec, aka madness, telekinetic spec, aka lightning, if you're on the Imperial side, and the hybrid of the two. So the first one I'd like to cover will be the full balance spec, and this is how I'm going to spread the talents. I'm going to put 3 in Calcify, 2 in Will of the Sith, 2 in Disintegration, Change Shock. Can't have enough of Shock. Death Field, Madness, Sith Efficacy, Wrath. We're gonna skip Corrupted Flesh and put 2 in Hunted Dreams instead. And put 2 in Paradicism. That'll open up the next tree. We'll go with Death Mark, Force Horrors, Lingering Nightmares, Devour Please, Creeping Death, Creeping Terror. Okay, we're done with the Madness tree, aka the Balance tree. Now, in the other 2 trees, we're going to pick up the additional 3% crit from the Corruption tree. We're also going to pick up Convection from the Lightning tree. The reason being is we're probably not going to Lightning Strike. We are definitely going to be using Crushing Darkness. And we're not going to be using Chain Lightning and Thunderbolt. However, just the extra 6% damage off the Crushing Darkness will work out nicely for us. Now here is where people start to differ. Some continue to go up this tree and get Lightning Barrier and, you know, maybe a little bit here, a little bit here. I would like to try something different. I'm gonna go with Hunting Presence. That way my dots heal me a little bit more, allow me to use consumption a little more often. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Force Suffusion. Now the reason for that, if you look here, you get 10% damage and healing on area of effect abilities. Now the one I have in mind is this one right here, Death Field. It's my hardest hitting AoE. It's my hardest hitting heal. So by taking this talent here, I'm pretty much maximizing the amount of damage the Death Field will do ever. Some of you may not agree, but spend them how you'd like. I recommend trying this and just see what happens. Okay, now that we're respect, let's just take one more look at this tree. So it's 7, 3, 31. I'm gonna go ahead and try and maintain a rotation. It's gonna be a little bit rough considering that I won't have anyone healing me, so I don't know how the consumption is gonna work out for me. Nevertheless, I'll go ahead and give it a shot, see how it goes. Alright, here we go. Open up with Force and Balance, get the main dots on, Crush and Darkness, get that on, Shock, Consumption, and here we go. Now we just gotta keep an eye on dots, make sure they don't fall off. Let's just see how long we can last. Refresh the dots again. You can see I'm really getting low on mana really quickly. And everything fell off. A little challenging to keep the rotation with the spec. I'm gonna regain some force back. And I think I'm gonna stop it right there. Let's just see what we did here. Looks like 996, so just shy of 1000 DPS. Now considering you're gonna have raid buffs and raid debuffs, and you're gonna be healed, so you're gonna be able to use consumption a lot more liberally than I did. I would think your DPS is going to be sitting right around 1200 using this spec. So this will conclude the review of the balanced spec. If you have any questions or you'd like me to get more specific on any of the topics, leave me a comment and I'll see what I can do and put together for you. Next video I'm planning to release is going to be covering the lightning spec, which is the second main spec, and I'm going to see how that stacks up against the balance one. If you like the video, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, rate the video, and stay tuned for the new one. Sasha Rasha out. До свидания.